Did you know that the way you sleep tonight could be silently stealing years from your life, weakening your heart, clouding your memory, and even threatening the very independence you've worked a lifetime to build? It sounds shocking, almost unbelievable, but according to new findings from the National Institute on Aging, certain sleeping positions can raise your risk of stroke, cognitive decline, and chronic pain by more than 60%. And here's the part almost no one talks about. Most seniors are doing it every single night, completely unaware that the very position they find most comfortable may be the one quietly aging their body from the inside out. For millions of older adults, sleep has become a nightly struggle, tossing, turning, waking up sore, exhausted, or foggy-headed. Maybe you've felt it too. That heaviness when you open your eyes in the morning. That stiffness in your neck, your shoulders, your lower back. That strange tingling in your fingers. That dull ache in your hips that just won't go away. You may have blamed it on age, on the weather, on your mattress, even on stress. But what if the real problem isn't how many hours you sleep? It's the position your body holds while you sleep. Scientists now confirm that your sleep posture can either heal your body or quietly destroy it. It can soothe your joints, protect your spine, and improve circulation, or it can do the exact opposite night after night, year after year, until one day you wake up and realize the damage has already been done. Tonight, we're uncovering the full truth. The 4 worst sleeping positions you should never use after the age of 60, and the 4 better positions that can restore your energy, sharpen your memory, ease your pain, and help you wake up feeling years younger. Stay with me until the very end, because what you're about to discover could change the way you sleep and the way you live forever. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I gently encourage you to tap that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another health tip created just for you. If you enjoy this video, type the number 1 in the comments below. If not, type 0 so I know how to make better content for you. Your feedback is what shapes every video I create. Part 1. The 4 worst sleeping positions for seniors. 1. Sleeping flat on your stomach, the face-down position. At first, it feels almost soothing. Lying face down, arms tucked beneath the pillow, drifting off as if the rest of the world has finally disappeared. Many older adults, like Mr. Harold, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Ohio, swear it's the only way they can fall asleep. "It feels like my back finally relaxes," he once told his doctor, "like all the weight of the day lifts off me." But what Harold didn't realize, what so many seniors don't realize, is that this so-called comfort was quietly damaging his neck, his spine, and even his lungs, night after night, year after year. Sleeping on your stomach may seem harmless, but for seniors it is a silent attack on some of the most delicate parts of your body. When you turn your head to one side for hours on end, your neck muscles twist unnaturally, cutting off blood flow to the brain and pinching the nerves that run along your spine. Over time, this leads to chronic stiffness, throbbing morning headaches, sudden dizziness, and that all-too-familiar tingling in your hands and arms when you finally wake up. You may even feel a strange numbness in your fingers that takes minutes to fade. That isn't aging. That is your body warning you. According to the American Chiropractic Association, this position dramatically increases the risk of cervical misalignment, a condition that can cause long-term balance and coordination problems, which is particularly dangerous for older adults who are already at higher risk of falls and fractures. And it doesn't stop there. When your chest is pressed firmly into the mattress, your lungs cannot fully expand. Your diaphragm cannot move freely. Your breathing becomes shallow throughout the entire night. For someone over 60, this means less oxygen reaching your heart and your brain, which can worsen fatigue, foggy thinking, slower reaction time, and even raise your blood pressure to dangerous levels. What's worse, sleeping face down places unnatural pressure on your lower back, especially if you already suffer from spinal arthritis or herniated discs. Dr. Nathan Collins, a respected geriatric sleep specialist, calls it the most aging position for the spine. He explains that over time it accelerates wear and tear on the vertebrae, like bending the same branch of a tree again and again until it finally cracks. And once that damage begins, it cannot be undone overnight. So while stomach sleeping might feel cozy in the moment, it is quietly robbing you of comfort, mobility, and vitality in the long run, one restless night at a time. But if lying on your stomach is so harmful, what about curling up on your side? It feels natural, even protective, like wrapping yourself in your own arms, yet it hides its own quiet dangers, dangers that may surprise you. Let's uncover that next. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please type the number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's just move on to point number 2. 2. Sleeping in the tight fetal curl, knees pulled to the chest. It's a position that feels familiar, almost childlike. Many older adults curl into a tight ball at night, knees drawn to the chest, arms tucked close, head bowed forward as if shielding themselves from the world. For Mrs. Eleanor, a 68-year-old grandmother from Michigan, this was her lifelong habit. "It feels safe," she said softly, "like I'm cradling myself to sleep the way my mother used to hold me." But after years of waking up with shortness of breath, back stiffness, and growing fatigue, her doctor revealed a startling truth. Her cozy little position was quietly suffocating her body every single night. Sleeping in a tight fetal curl may comfort the mind, but it silently restricts the body, especially for seniors. According to the National Sleep Foundation, when your knees are pulled too close to your chest, your diaphragm becomes compressed, reducing how much your lungs can expand with each breath. This limits oxygen intake and forces your body into shallow, rapid breathing all night long. For older adults whose lungs are already less elastic, whose rib cages have already lost some of their natural flexibility, this subtle drop in oxygen can lead to chronic fatigue, persistent morning headaches, and even quiet strain on the heart that builds dangerously over time. But the dangers don't stop at breathing. Curling tightly for hours on end forces your spine into an unnatural C shape, shortening the muscles and ligaments that support your posture. Over time, this causes your spinal curvature to worsen, making you appear more stooped, less stable, and far more prone to falls. You may begin to notice that you can't stand quite as straight as you used to, that your shoulders roll forward, that getting out of a chair takes more effort than it once did. These are not just signs of aging. These are signs of a body that is being trained, hour by hour, night by night, to fold in on itself. Dr. Nathan Collins, who has spent over 3 decades studying spinal health in seniors, warned, "For older adults, sleeping too curled up is like spending the night teaching your body to shrink." It is a powerful warning, and one that too few people hear in time. Eleanor's story is a warning for many. What began as comfort slowly became a habit that stole her posture, her breath, and her energy. She started using a walker years before she ever needed one, simply because her balance had quietly faded. The fetal curl may feel like safety, but for an aging body it's a trap, one that quietly drains your strength, your balance, and your vitality night after night. So if curling up feels so wrong, what about lying flat like the soldier position, the one so many doctors once praised for years as the ideal way to sleep? It might surprise you, but that position carries hidden dangers too. Dangers that most seniors never see coming until it's already too late. 3. Lying flat on your back with no support, the soldier position. For decades, doctors used to say that lying flat on your back was the healthiest way to sleep. A straight spine, even weight distribution, perfect alignment. It sounded ideal. It even looked peaceful. But for older adults, the truth is far more complicated and far more dangerous than anyone realized. What once seemed like a position of discipline and order can silently become a nightly battle for your heart, your lungs, and even your brain. Take Mr. Robert, a 74-year-old veteran from Florida, a proud man who had slept like a soldier his entire life. Flat on his back, arms by his sides, head barely touching the pillow. He had slept that way in military barracks, in hotel rooms, and finally in his own bed at home. But as the years passed, his wife began to notice something strange. Long, frightening pauses in his breathing, loud, sudden gasps in the middle of the night. Mornings where he woke up exhausted and dizzy, as if he hadn't slept at all. He would sit at the breakfast table, coffee in hand, struggling to remember what day of the week it was. When Robert finally visited a sleep specialist, the diagnosis shocked him: severe obstructive sleep apnea. His own sleeping position was cutting off his airway up to 30 times every hour. When seniors lie flat on their backs without proper head and neck support, gravity gently pulls the tongue and soft tissues backward, narrowing the airway. This leads to snoring, choking sounds, and disrupted breathing, sometimes without the sleeper even being aware of it. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, untreated sleep apnea in adults over 60 can increase the risk of stroke, heart attack, and memory loss by more than 60%. It also raises nighttime blood pressure, quietly straining the heart as it struggles to find enough oxygen to keep the body alive. But that's not the only danger. Lying flat also worsens acid reflux, a condition that affects nearly half of all adults over the age of 65. When your head is level with your stomach, gravity no longer holds your digestive acid where it belongs. It creeps upward into your throat, burning the esophagus and disturbing your sleep. You may wake up with a sour taste in your mouth, a raw scratchy throat, or a cough that just won't go away. Over time, it can even damage your vocal cords and lungs, what doctors call silent reflux. Many seniors are unknowingly developing this damage for years before they ever notice the symptoms. For Robert, the realization came too late. Years of broken sleep had already taken their toll. Constant fatigue, growing forgetfulness, and stubborn high blood pressure that refused to drop, no matter how many medications his doctor prescribed. His story is a powerful reminder that sometimes stillness hides danger. Sometimes the very position that looks the most peaceful is the one quietly causing the most harm. And if lying flat can quietly harm your heart and brain, what about sleeping half upright in a recliner, the position so many seniors swear by? You might be shocked to learn how this seemingly harmless habit can slowly weaken your body from the inside out, until one day, you cannot remember what it felt like to truly feel rested. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please type the number 1 below to let me know you're here with me. Now let's continue with point number 4. 4. Sleeping in a recliner chair every single night. It starts innocently enough. For many seniors, the recliner feels like a blessing, a soft, easy place to rest aching joints, watch a little television, or take a short afternoon nap. And when lying flat in bed becomes uncomfortable due to back pain, arthritis, or acid reflux, that same recliner slowly turns into a permanent bed. The blanket comes out, then the pillow, then the small side table with water and reading glasses. Without realizing it, the bedroom is abandoned, and the living room chair becomes the new home for sleep. But as comforting as it feels, sleeping in a recliner every night is one of the most dangerous habits an older adult can fall into. Take Mrs. Dorothy, a 79-year-old widow from Arizona. After years of chronic hip pain, she discovered she could finally sleep through the night in her recliner. For the first time in months, she stopped waking up at 3 in the morning with sharp pain shooting down her leg. She felt grateful, even relieved. But over time, she began to notice troubling changes. Her ankles started swelling so badly she could no longer fit into her favorite shoes. Her back stiffened more each morning. Her energy faded little by little, until even walking to the mailbox felt like a long journey. What she didn't realize was that her beloved chair was slowly undermining her health day by day, night by night. According to Dr. Nathan Collins, a geriatric rehabilitation specialist, sleeping in a recliner keeps the body locked in a semi-sitting position that severely restricts blood flow to the legs. The result? Fluid retention, swollen ankles, painful varicose veins, and in severe cases, deep vein thrombosis, blood clots that can travel to the lungs and become life-threatening within minutes. The partially upright angle also prevents the spine from fully relaxing, causing chronic lower back tension and accelerated muscle weakness in the hips, the abdomen, and the core. Over months and years, this leads to balance problems and a dramatically higher risk of falls, which is one of the leading causes of injury and death in seniors over 65. Even worse, because the reclined position limits deep sleep cycles, your body never truly restores itself during the night. You may close your eyes for 8 hours, even 9 or 10, but your brain and muscles remain in a constant state of light, fragile rest, never reaching the deep, healing, memory-forming stages of sleep your body desperately needs after the age of 60. This is why so many recliner sleepers wake up feeling more tired than when they sat down. Their bodies were never given the chance to fully heal. Dorothy eventually returned to a regular bed after her doctor gently warned her that long-term recliner sleeping could shorten her life expectancy by years. She later said with tears in her eyes, "I thought I was resting, but really I was slowly shutting down. I was disappearing without even knowing it." So if the recliner isn't safe, where is the best place to truly rest? The answer lies not just in your bed, but in how you position your body within it. And in part 2, we'll explore the 4 sleep positions that can truly heal, restore, and protect you from the inside out. The positions that doctors now wish every senior would learn before another night passes. Part 2, the 4 better sleeping positions for seniors. 1. The supported side sleep with a pillow between the knees. It is one of the simplest changes you can make. Yet for seniors, it can completely transform the way you rest and the way you wake up each and every morning. Sleeping on your side with a soft pillow gently placed between your knees may look ordinary, even unremarkable, but for your spine, your joints, and your heart, it is one of the most powerful healing positions you can choose at any age. Take Mr. Allen, a 71-year-old retired firefighter from North Carolina. For years, he woke up every morning with a dull, nagging ache in his lower back and hips. Pain pills helped a little, heating pads helped a little more, but the stiffness always returned by the next morning. During a routine visit, his physical therapist asked him a simple question that no doctor had ever asked him before. "How do you sleep?" "On my side, knees pressed together like always." That night, under her gentle guidance, he tried slipping a small pillow between his knees and adjusted his head so it aligned naturally with his spine. Within 2 weeks, his pain had eased by nearly half. "It's like my body finally exhaled," he said. Like it had been holding its breath for years and finally remembered how to let go. There is real science behind this. According to research from the Cleveland Clinic, side sleeping, particularly on the left side, dramatically improves blood flow to the heart and reduces acid reflux by keeping the stomach below the esophagus where it belongs. The pillow between the knees keeps your pelvis perfectly balanced, relieving pressure from the lower spine and hips, two of the most common pain points for adults over 60. It also minimizes the twisting motion that causes morning stiffness and quiet joint inflammation that builds throughout the night. Doctors call this position the alignment saver because it naturally supports the curves of your body without strain. It is also one of the safest positions for those with sleep apnea, as it keeps the airways open and unobstructed throughout the night. Mr. Allen's story isn't rare. Thousands of seniors have discovered that this one small adjustment, a single pillow placed in the right spot, can mean the difference between waking up tired and waking up truly refreshed, with energy to spare for the day ahead. But if you're one of the many who can't comfortably sleep on their side for long, please don't worry. There is another position, one that uses a gentle incline to protect your back, ease your reflux, and even help you breathe easier through the night. Let's talk about that next. 2. The elevated back sleeper, head and knees slightly raised. For many seniors, lying flat on the back feels too rigid, too uncomfortable, even painful after just a few minutes. Yet with one small adjustment, a gentle elevation of the head and the knees, that same position can become one of the most therapeutic ways to rest and heal your body overnight. This is what doctors call the elevated back sleeper position. And for older adults, it can mean the difference between restless, broken nights and truly deep, restorative sleep. Take Mrs. Linda, a 73-year-old retired teacher from California. For years, she struggled with heartburn and shortness of breath at night. She often woke up coughing, her throat burning from acid reflux, her chest tight as if someone were sitting on it. She had tried sleeping with extra pillows, with herbal teas, even with antacids on her bedside table. Nothing seemed to bring lasting relief. Her cardiologist, Dr. Nathan Collins, suggested something beautifully simple. Elevate her upper body by about 30 degrees and place a small pillow under her knees to relax the lower back. The results were life-changing. Within just days, Linda noticed she could breathe easier, sleep through the night without gasping, and wake up without that familiar burning pain in her chest. Science explains why this works so well. Elevating the head and chest helps gravity do its job, gently keeping stomach acid from creeping upward and preventing the airways from collapsing during sleep. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, seniors who sleep with their upper body slightly elevated experience significantly fewer episodes of snoring and sleep apnea. This reduces nighttime drops in oxygen that can strain the heart and slowly damage brain cells over time. Meanwhile, elevating the knees gently relieves pressure on the lumbar spine, allowing the back muscles to fully relax for the first time in hours. Dr. Nathan Collins often tells his older patients, it's not about sleeping longer, it's about sleeping smarter. By giving your body the right angles, you give your heart, your lungs, and your brain the room they need to function freely, even while you dream. But what if you're looking for a position that not only supports your breathing but also rejuvenates your shoulders, your joints, and even the natural glow of your skin? The next one, often overlooked yet powerfully restorative, might just be the missing piece in your nightly sleep routine, the starfish position. 3. The starfish position, back sleeping with arms gently spread out. There is something deeply peaceful about lying on your back, arms relaxed at your sides, palms turned softly upward, as if your body is finally surrendering the weight of the day. This is known as the starfish position, and while it might look simple, even surprising for seniors, it is one of the most restorative ways to rest when done correctly with proper support. Unlike lying flat and rigid like a soldier, the starfish position gives your body freedom. It lets your shoulders open, your chest expand, and your joints release the tension they've been holding all day long. Take Miss Linda, a 69-year-old retired nurse from Minnesota. After decades on her feet caring for others, her shoulders ached constantly, and she often woke up with neck stiffness that lasted well into the afternoon. Some days, she could barely turn her head to check her blind spot while driving. Her chiropractor, Dr. Nathan Collins, suggested something unexpected. Try sleeping like a starfish. Arms relaxed, palms turned slightly upward, and your head supported with a contoured pillow that cradles your neck. Linda was skeptical at first. The position felt strange, even exposed, but within a week she noticed a remarkable change. Her neck pain eased, her shoulders felt looser, and as she put it with a smile, "For the first time in years I woke up without feeling my age." Science explains exactly why this works. When the arms are open and the shoulders are not compressed beneath the body, blood flow dramatically improves to the upper spine and to the delicate nerves that support the neck and hands. According to Harvard Medical School's sleep division, this posture can significantly reduce tension headaches and help prevent nerve impingement, which is one of the leading causes of numbness and tingling in older adults. The position also encourages calm, slow, deep breathing. Because your chest is not constricted in any way, oxygen moves freely through your lungs, which helps lower nighttime blood pressure and soothe the heart into a steady healing rhythm. Dr. Nathan Collins calls it nature's reset button for the upper body. Still, not every back sleeper feels comfortable in this position for long stretches. Some find their lower back beginning to ache after a few hours, or they crave gentler, more cradling support around their hips. For those seniors, there is one more position, the ultimate balance between comfort, safety, and healing. It is called the 45-degree side recline, and it might just be the healthiest way to sleep after the age of 60. 4. The 45-degree side recline, the true senior sweet spot. Imagine lying halfway between sitting and sleeping, your upper body gently supported, your spine relaxed, your breathing effortless and slow. That is the 45-degree side recline, a posture many geriatric specialists now call the true sweet spot of senior sleep. It combines the best of both worlds, the comfort of side sleeping with the powerful health benefits of elevation. And for adults over the age of 60, this position can be truly life-changing in ways you cannot imagine until you experience it for yourself. Take Mr. Walter, a 78-year-old former truck driver from North Carolina. After decades of back pain, acid reflux, and shortness of breath at night, he had tried everything he could think of. New mattresses, expensive memory foam toppers, every medication his doctor offered. Even sleeping fully upright in a recliner for over a year. Nothing worked. He was beginning to believe that good sleep was simply something he would never experience again at his age. Then his physical therapist, Dr. Nathan Collins, suggested one gentle adjustment that changed everything. Walter positioned himself at a 45-degree angle on his left side, with a firm wedge supporting his back, a soft pillow placed between his knees, and another beneath his head to keep his neck perfectly straight and aligned. The very first night he felt the difference. No gasping for air. No heartburn rising in his throat, no hip pain waking him at 3 in the morning. Within a single week, his sleep trackers showed longer, deeper sleep cycles than he had experienced in over a decade. And for the first time in years, he woke up clear-headed, calm, and completely pain-free. Science confirms exactly what Walter experienced. According to research published in the Journal of Geriatric Sleep Studies, this posture reduces acid reflux episodes by up to 70%, keeps the airways open to prevent snoring and sleep apnea, and supports spinal alignment in a way that is absolutely critical for those living with arthritis, osteoporosis, or chronic back pain. It also improves lymphatic drainage, allowing the body to gently remove toxins more efficiently during the night, a process directly linked to memory, mood, and long-term brain health. Dr. Nathan Collins often reminds his patients with great care, sleep isn't just rest, it is recovery, and your body heals best when it is supported, not strained. The 45-degree side recline may look simple, almost unremarkable from the outside, but for seniors, it is a nightly act of preservation, protecting the heart, soothing the spine, calming the nervous system, and extending independence for years and years to come. But before we close, there is something even more powerful to understand. How all of these positions, woven together with intention, can transform not only how you sleep, but how you live every single day that follows. Let's bring it all together now in the final reflection, where small changes made tonight could mean a stronger, sharper, more vibrant tomorrow. Final reflection. Sleep isn't just rest, it is renewal, it is repair, it is the quiet, sacred time when your body does the most important work of all, healing itself for another day of life. As we grow older, every single night of sleep becomes more than just a pause. It becomes a form of medicine. The way you sleep shapes the way you wake up to life itself. For seniors, the right sleeping position is not simply about comfort. It is about protecting the heart, nourishing the brain, easing the joints, and preserving the precious independence you have spent a lifetime building. The truth is simple, yet deeply powerful. Your body listens while you sleep. It is always listening. When you lie the wrong way, it quietly collects pain, stiffness, tension, and fatigue, storing them in your muscles and bones like unwanted gifts. But when you sleep in alignment, when you are supported, elevated, and balanced, your body begins to repair itself naturally, the way it was always meant to. Muscles relax, joints release, your heart beats easier, your blood flows freely, your mind wakes sharper, calmer, and more present than it has in years. Doctors agree that even the smallest changes, a single pillow placed under your knees, a gentle incline beneath your head, a soft and intentional shift to your left side, can mean fewer aches, deeper rest, and a longer, more vibrant life. These are not expensive treatments. They are not complicated medical procedures. They are simple, free, and available to you tonight, the very moment you lay your head down. So tonight, please don't just go to bed. Create your sanctuary. Choose your pillows with intention. Adjust your position with care. Let your body find its natural healing rhythm, the rhythm it has been waiting for. Because when you give your body the right kind of rest, it gives you back something truly priceless: strength, clarity, mobility, memory. And another beautiful morning to live fully, to love deeply, and to enjoy every precious moment that lies ahead. Sleep well, live well, and always remember, your very best years can still begin with tomorrow's sunrise. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully, gently, and authentically. Now, I would love to hear from you. Take a quiet moment to reflect and share just one thing you have learned today and plan to apply in your own life tonight. Let's support each other on this journey toward better sleep and better living. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with the number 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your honest feedback truly means the world to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content created with love just for you. Thank you so much for watching. And here's to living life on your own beautiful